And we're back. Had to reload the film again.
Yeah.
But where we left off was...
Yeah, word open, back up again.
So where we left off, we're talking about...
The dentist.
The cringe dentist.
Mm-hmm.
So we moved on from that, and we were talking about the personality of Becca, the dentist's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
We feel because she might have been, who knows, violated as a child or something, that, you know, subtle things that he did to her, that's what maybe that's why she is like she is. Or maybe she's just frightened to death. One or the other.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, we see this go on in real life, like we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
With that happened to the Olympic gymnast, the Larry Nassar case. Google that. You don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm looking at a lot of other content similar to ours, and everybody's talking about the perverted nature of it. And watching the Handmaid's Tale franchise series, going back to the original series and this one, I had to, as a male, think about it, where I just became numb to a lot of the craziness that goes on, because I've been so used to watching it in this show for almost 10 years. And people were saying on social media how they treated Agnes like a piece of meat, like it was a slave auction. And I'm like, huh, really? Then I had to kind of think back and look at it from an outsider's perspective, and that's exactly what's going on. You know, this is kind of creepy if you look at it, if you don't have no dog in this fight, or if you're looking at this for the first time. So yeah, can't disagree with them.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gilead was supposed to be improving
New Bethlehem.
with the New Bethlehem, and then it looked like it took 2 steps backwards.
That show, New Bethlehem, went as far as the Queen's Child Project in the original Power series. It came and went.
Okay.
Or Car Conversations with so we shut up.
Yeah. But it is definitely, Becky or Becca does have a crush on Agnes. Agnes feels that they just love each other because they're such great friends.
It's great sisterly love.
Sisterhood.
You know, kind of
I don't think she's really catching on. I think that also she's wiser and intuitive than she gives herself credit, but I think that's her way of her coping skills, because she knows that this is a place that she doesn't think she's ever going to leave, so she is trying her best to see the upside of things. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, for sure. It's really just about your own agency at the end of the day. And Becca, she wants to live her own truth, and she's a lesbian. Let's just call it like we see it. And she can't be one in this world because she would be on the wall or hanging from that tree branch. That's just a fact. Or she'll be sent to the colonies. You know, and I'm not going to dance around this, but that's just the reality of her situation. And Agnes / Hannah is blind to this because she doesn't know any better. She just knows
she's groomed to be a wife.
Yeah.
And she wants to be like her friend who just got married.
Yeah.
And
is
having a baby.
Who stopped that?
Miss Penny.
Miss Penny. She did better.
And she wants to be like Miss Penny. And she just wants to have a beautiful home and have a baby and think that life is going to be the best that it can possibly be for her situation, right? But there's a part where Daisy, you know, I feel that there's some type of jealousy. Daisy with Agnes, where Daisy...
Who's jealous of whom?
Daisy jealous of Agnes / Hannah.
Yeah.
I think because there's a part... Listen, remember when she says, well, everybody's not a princess and grew up like you.
I mean, it's kind of hard to be jealous of a slave. I'm just being honest.
But she feels that she has no parents. They were both killed, murdered. She had no home, no place to go. Even when they were alive, she was living a wealthy lifestyle.
True.
So from her perspective, you've never had to do anything. You didn't even dress yourself. You didn't even comb your hair. You're like a princess. And she called her a princess. So there's a part of her who's slightly, I think, jealous of her. And even though she is a mole there. And she also said to the one of the eyes, was it?
Yes.
That protects Agnes.
The guardian, yeah.
The guardian. She says, Agnes is in love with you. I don't know why she said that. Because Agnes, I don't think is in love with him. I think she has a
That was a
crush on him.
stretch.
I think she might have a crush on him, but that she may not pay attention to because she's always looking at him. But anyway, so there's a part where she wanders off in the house and Agnes' father is sitting there. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how are you going to get out of this one?
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing in here?
She was good on her feet. She go, ooh, blessed be the fruits, or blessed be the chocolate. The Lord has shown me some good chocolate here. And she said something to that effect.
And I was like, okay, how are you going to get out of this one? And she goes on to talk about the chocolate. And then he says, she said, then she brings up Agnes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to throw him off a little bit. And then he asked, how is my daughter? Is she happy? And she said, oh, yes, she's happy. You know, and no good will she's not. Well, she thinks she's happy. Even Agnes thinks she's happy. To certain parts of her think she's happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the father knows deep down in his heart, and I believe this is genuine, that his daughter is going to be subjected to rape and well, I don't know if they want to call it rape if you're married, but he just doesn't want his young daughter to be subjected to all of that. I can see it in his eyes. He's about to cry. His daughter, is she 13 or 16?
I would roughly say around 13 because of the period aspect.
Yeah, they
Agnes,
took,
right?
yeah, the ministry. Yeah, I don't think she's 16 yet. So his father is scared to death.
Yeah, it was a rare moment of vulnerability for certain. You know, Daisy escapes the encounter without punishment. You know, he did soften. He tells her he used to bring those same chocolates home to his daughter. I'm guessing that he's referring to Agnes in this case. I don't know if he had a daughter in the before world or pre-Gilead, United States of America. And why this matters because the scene did serve as intel. And so the chocolates is a Japanese import. It is Japanese.
Yeah. That's right.
Back and forth with folks who would say that, but
yeah, that's right. The chocolate, because there was some handwriting on the back of the wrapper.
Now Japan has sanctions against Gilead. Yeah. So the question Daisy immediately passes up the chain is, what is Commander Mackenzie doing with Japanese imports? What was he doing there? This is not a snack. This is a thread that could unravel something structurally about how Gilead's leadership operates behind its own set of rules.
Yeah, exactly. So she is able, he gives her the chocolate because he feels sorry for her. And also I think maybe not feel sorry, but sentimental, right? And she goes and gives it to the guardian. And she goes, hurry up and get me out of this place. You know, one of the ladies was killed. One of the foreigners was killed. And I got to get out of here. And he's like, no, you can't do that. You signed up for this. And you're the closest that we've had in order to find out exactly how this whole thing works, how this community works, how all the things that they do work. We need you. And she's like, I just want to get out of here. Kind of like, right?
For sure. So there's a mirror layer in all of this. Now, the same man who enforces Gilead's orders quietly violating his own sanctions. So the rules are for everyone below him, not for him. That's not unique to Gilead, as we've seen in the previous Handmaid's Tale episodes where rules are broken all the time by commanders or those within Gilead and such.
How convenient.
For sure.
Yes. So they show a split scene where Daisy goes back to the bathroom or to her room, and she is she in her bedroom or is she in the bathroom?
She's talking in the bathroom.
Yeah, and she grabs a pillow and she's just crying and profusely because she's frightened to death. And she's like, what did I get myself into, is what the sentiment is. Then they show Agnes, and Agnes is getting undressed.
Mm-hmm.
And she went, wait a minute now. I know I had these 4 ties laced up tight. And I can see that it's not tied up.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts to realize that that dentist had violated her body, and she just cries, and I felt that. Did you not feel that? Good scene, good acting. Bravo to the cast. Bravo.
Yeah.
Because
bravo
that was between the 2 girls. I mean, I felt that. Did you not feel that?
It is. So I mean, again, this is all about talking about mirrors, and Agnes saw herself, and she felt that she was just violated. So this is how institutional abuse operates. So it doesn't announce itself. It embeds inside systems that look like care. It could be a doctor or a dentist or a commander's trusted friend. The access is built into the structure, and the structure itself makes him unquestionable and such.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Agnes has no language for what feels wrong. She was never given one. So Gilead removed that language deliberately. So you cannot report what you cannot name, and the people around you.
Right. Let's talk
like
about
Paula,
that.
Paula, the Martha's the aunt's ear. So it's not, they don't see it or it won't work.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because I like how this was written.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like showing you that it doesn't matter whether it's a fictional storyline, everyone can relate or know someone or it happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Even in this modern time, these things still happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like even that other show that we're going to do.
Yeah. So so basically, who in your life has had institutional access to you? This is a mirror question for the show.
Yeah.
And used the cover of the guise of care to cover to cross a line with you who didn't have language.
I mean, it's happened.
So,
It's happened with the Epstein case.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened even with our president. It's
Mm-hmm.
happened. We can go on and on about these things that has happened. It's been reported year after year after year, different things. Tiger Wood case, we can go on and on. It's just, again, showing us that even though this is happening in this quote-unquote Puritan religious community, that it happens even in real life. So it's kind of like real life showing you what happens in this life, in real life. And the sad part about it is, who do you trust? Who do you go to? Does she wait till she does like a lot of women, do now? Wait till you get about 25, 45 and then say, hey, this happened to me. Like with the Cosby case.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's showing us what is she going to do about this? Does she have enough courage to speak to her girlfriend, her best friend, and say, hey, your dad's a pervert? Or does she go to Aunt Lydia, or does she go to her stepmom?
Well,
she doesn't know.
You have to get that from Paula.
She doesn't know who she can trust and who she can tell this horrible secret of violation.
Now, if anyone's arm deserved to be cut off, like we saw in the first few episodes, it's this dentist. That's whose arm needs to be cut off.
Absolutely.
And I'm not even for that stuff.
Absolutely. We'll all be sitting there
The other guy was just, but this is different. He actually touched.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, so I'm interested in seeing how they write this one.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to do an excellent job, but
we're
going to see what's going to happen, because this is really it's compelling. This is a compelling story, and I'm just curious to see how they work this one out.
Yeah, but Mayday. So let's go back. Let's go back to the cost of maintaining cover. So the florist Candace, who tried to pass Daisy a message earlier, ran when the eyes came out allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
She was shot dead in the street, and Daisy finds out at the end of this episode, as we just alluded to, and in the and of course you just mentioned in the bathroom alone, she allowed herself to feel it. So the sobbing we hear throughout the stall is the only moment of unmanaged emotion in the entire episode, and it happens in secret in a locked stall where no one can see it. Now that's the full cost of survival in Gilead. You have to learn to grieve in bathrooms, but is she tried to turn on the radio that she snuck?
I gotta tell you something. This Daisy, she got a lot of personality of Elizabeth Moss, who played June. I think she might even be a little bit more gutsy in a different way, because Handmaid's Tale was like so much stricter. I don't even think the girls were able even to really talk and socialize. We didn't see that.
The Handmaids couldn't do it.
We
haven't seen Handmaids.
The Marthas really didn't talk to anybody either. But there's something about Daisy she's a lot like June. She's rebellious. She's a revolutionary type person. You can see that she's a disruptor. You can see that she kind of reminds me of how was it Janine was.
Yep.
But
played by
can we tame Daisy? Because Janine was tamed because Janine was rough in the beginning. But can she be tamed? Daisy, I don't know. Daisy is rough.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out with Daisy, because she was gutsy enough to go get a radio and bring in, to take a match. I don't know how she got the matches, and then draw this whole map. She's sneaking in the bathroom, putting her feet up on the toilet. You can see this girl is definitely got a lot of wits about her. She's very cunning. She's, I'm going to say worldly. She's used to getting in and out of trouble, and she knows how to handle herself. She knows how to code switch pretty good, don't you think?
For sure.
Yeah. So we're going to see and watch what happens. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if, hypothetically, Agnes gets pregnant by the dentist and doesn't even know she's pregnant? Ooh,
wow,
would that be a mess?
That might be for season 2.
Ooh, that would be scary, wouldn't it?
That had to be some time jump at the end of this season.
Oh my God! Yes.
Don't know if we'll see that this season. Maybe season 2.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Which it has been renewed for.
Yay!
Thank you, Bruce Miller, Elizabeth Moss. Thank you.
So that's the end of this episode, and we're looking forward.
So we'll see how Daisy navigates by way of Mayday. We'll see if we see June again in this series. We'll see if there's any mentions of Handmaids or New Bethlehem or any other previous Handmaid's Tale references in the coming episodes. We still have until Memorial Day weekend for the rest of this season, so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Thank you for watching and listening and subscribing, and take a chance and watch this show. Watch this show.
Get you a free trial on Hulu.
Yeah, get your free trial and watch this show. I think you'll find a lot of similarities in today's world versus Gilead. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure. You'll see. It's interesting. Thank you. Bye-bye.